There will be a time in your spiritual path when you realize the importance of this body. This body, which is a precious gift, is given to you for a reason. And do you know what that reason is? Because as a human, you are capable of realizing that you can think. You are capable of distinguishing between the voices in your mind. You are capable of realizing that ultimately you are not this body and not even your mind. You see, we take many births not realizing our potential. We spend our lives chasing things we think will bring us happiness and satisfaction. We spend our lives chasing after objects or emotions without really understanding the way out, the way to end this cycle of constant seeking and chasing. You would have come across experiences in your own life when, even after getting the thing you craved for years, you don't feel content inside. And then the game starts again. You move on to the next enticing object that you think would give you happiness. Amidst this constant running and chasing, you would notice there are two contradictory emotions that you feel inside. One tells you to constantly keep running after things, and then there's another emotion that feels detached from that emotion or that object once the desire is fulfilled. So, who are you amidst these conflicting thoughts? How do you determine your true self? How do you distinguish who is the real you? The answer is you are none of them. It is a singular mind oscillating between dualities. And your truest self does not identify with your body or your mind, but acts as an observer of both body and mind. You see, your mind creates these dualities to experience temporary fulfillment. But what if you set your mind aside for a moment? In the Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna explains to Arjun how the body, mind, and soul function together using the analogy of the chariot. The chariot here symbolizes the physical body, with 5 horses representing each of our senses: sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. The reins symbolize the mind which directs and controls these senses. The charioteer represents the intellect, the chitta, guiding and making decisions. The passenger here signifies the soul, the core essence of an individual, the Jivatma. And here, Krishna represents the super soul, the higher self, or the inner witness overseeing everything from within. If you let go of the reins, your 5 senses will take control of your life. You will spend your whole life running after sensory pleasures, driven by animalistic instincts. You'll find yourself constantly seeking things that satisfy your ego's desires, things that taste good, smell pleasant, look beautiful, or feel pleasurable. So, if you live your life driven by these 5 sensory inputs, then you are nothing more than a somewhat evolved animal running its life in survival mode. You are just this slightly evolved animal reacting to life's stimuli without conscious thought or higher purpose. You see, the ego self always lives in duality. It will keep reinforcing duality in your senses. So, to achieve spiritual growth, it is very important to recognize and transcend and rise above this duality. Understand that your true self is the observer, not the participant in this constant push and pull of your senses. So, it's a gift that you have been given, this human form which can transcend these dualities. This human body is built in such a way that you have multiple categories of desires, and then you have nerve centers in the body that are equally capable of diminishing that craving. But it's your choice to choose which path you want to be on. Do you want to continue in this race of running after desires and feeling unfulfilled? Or do you want to be in this neutral state with no dualities, with no preferences, where you rise above preferences and be one with the moment in front of you? You let the moment fill you up so that you don't have any space left for more. We take multiple births because the soul is constantly looking for the right body that would help the soul become one with the source again. And as and when you start listening to your soul's calling and not the sensory receptors of your body, you will realize who you are in the truest essence. You will get a taste of what infinite blissfulness feels like. And all these material desires, all these temporary urges will get dissolved in this infinite sea of bliss. So it's very important to understand That in whichever birth your mind starts giving you hints that this constant race will never give you that inner bliss, it's your duty to listen to that voice. It's your duty to follow that calling, because you have reached that point of your own evolution that your body and mind are ready to accept the ultimate truth. Your body will listen to you, your mind will listen to you. So it's your duty to not ignore this inner calling, because your soul is calling on to you. It's the voice of your mothership, a call to return home, where there is no chasing, no running, just a feeling of belonging, a feeling of infinite fulfillment. You see, it's your duty to prepare your body so that it can serve the soul in its final task. It's your duty to prepare your body to cut off all the other voices that keep you stuck in a place your soul does not want to be in. It's your duty to give this body and mind the right nourishment, the right thinking, the right attitude, the right environment. It's your duty to give your body and mind the right food, the right information, the right learnings, so that in return it can serve as a faithful servant to the soul, so that it can fulfill its last job of finally becoming the servant and not the master of the inner self. Your body and mind can become faithful servants if you allow them to be. Otherwise, they will take over and you will be stuck in this race for a longer time until the soul finds another body that is suitable for its task. So I hope you liked the insights I shared in this video. If you have any comments, do comment down below, and we'll meet again in the next video.